After I graduated high school, I went into the military for 4 years, and then after I got done with the military, I went to college full time for a time and worked. And over the course of the years, I finally got my degree. When I was in the Marine Corps, during I guess it would have been between my second and third year, I took a government class. It was just a part-time class trying to earn credit towards my degree. I learned about libertarianism, and I kind of found that that's kind of where my beliefs have really lied. And as far as my voting record, I've certainly voted for Democrats and Republicans. I'm not, I consider myself to be pretty centric on many issues, and I don't go overboard, but I like the libertarian stance on freedoms and property and things of that nature. And I do recognize, some of the goods that some of the social programs that have, turned up over the years have been, to especially during the Depression and during the '60s and even during the '80s and '90s, that there's been a lot of good that's come from it. So I can recognize these programs. But I really liked the Republican stance as far as limited government, and certainly the libertarian stance even more so. Limited government, I guess. Reading Henry David Thoreau's works, I guess, also kind of encouraged that in me too, as far as that belief. But this current Republican administration has outspent number of previous administrations, and I think that's where we're getting ourselves into a lot of trouble. And then, even besides all those different things, Ron Paul, I think, is just an honorable guy, and he says it like it is. And even if he wasn't to win the Republican nomination, I still think that he would be a great libertarian candidate for president, like he ran back in, I guess it was 1988, if I'm not mistaken, 88, 89. And the other thing, though, too, is that there have been a lot of great American politicians like Benjamin Franklin that never were president of the United States, and I think Ron Paul could be that type of individual. And even if he wasn't to get the Republican nomination or Libertarian nomination, if he didn't run for president, or even if he did and he still ran for Congress and won his seat back, I would really like to encourage everyone to nominate or have their congressperson nominate Ron Paul for Speaker of the House. I think that Ron Paul is the type of individual that even without being president, especially if he was Speaker of the House, could do a lot of good for this nation and bring about a lot of the necessary change and kind of put a check into some of the things that are going on. Davis, you hit a really good point, and I really enjoy your video series. Just found it the other day, and I'll be watching.